experience on Nonfiction Radio 95.9. This is Industry Talk.
Oh, it feel good to be back, man. It feel good to be back. Industry Talk, Nonfiction Radio, WZYE 95.9, DJ S.DJ Phresh in the building. Feels good to have you here. Talk to me about, you guys are both DJs, you guys both been in the game, you know what I mean? Talk to me, guys. I'm going to start with Phresh. Tell me about the relationship between a DJ and a bottle girl in the sense of what he said. Not really, we'll get to the actual relationship later, but I want to know, like, the tipping wise. Do you tip all the time, the first time, or never? How does it work?
Nah, I try to push that tip over to the client or whatever because I don't really usually drink in the club. Mm-hmm. You know, I get my rider and I just drink off that and then I'm good.
And you're good to go.
Just keep it moving. You know.
What about you, Doc?
Me,
now you're a drinker, I know that.
I'm definitely am a drinker when I'm DJing.
Okay.
I'm not a person that's gonna be sitting there drunk in the middle of my living room. But if I'm on the set, if I'm on the set, yes, I'm gonna be a little tipsy. Like I know my limit. But when it comes to the bartenders, it depends on the relationship we have. Like if we built a relationship already, like you know, some of them they coming in with their attitudes and their snottiness, like.
Yup.
And it's just, you know, it just throws you off. It's like, all right, let me just get mine for the price that the owner giving it to me for. And you go about your day over there, and I'm going to go about my day over there.
I'm going to do my job, you do your job.
If you come at me correct, I'm going to be on the mic all night to make sure you tip my bottle girl. You know, that's just how it works, you know.
Is that something you see in the city as well?
I kind of feel the same way, except for, like, I feel like I'm on the same team, so I shouldn't be, like, paying money to my squad. You know take care of me because we're, like, on the same side.
Knowing how much they pay for the bottles, really, like, but, you know, I'm not going to be the dry snitcher.
Because that's a topic. That's a big topic we talk about on the show is, are DJs part of the house or do they work for the promoters? Because a lot of times you have a situation where a promoter books you, but then an owner wants you to play something, then a promoter wants you to play something, and the crowd is telling you to play something else in your head and your experience. So I think with the bottle girls, they really fall into this category where you are a part of, it's about, does the promoter or the DJ understand that, hey, we're all here to make the house money because at the end of the day, we're all taking percentages off the house. And I think that's what nobody understands about nightlife. At the end of the day, from the bartenders even getting tipped, they're all getting it trickled down from the house. Because if there's no house, nobody's walking through that door. None of us have a job. So my goal is to develop a relationship with the venue, and then see how much I can bring to the house. And then as long as everybody's making money, we can all live. And I think that's the relationship I developed with the bottle girls. Yeah. I always try to give them something, but if I don't have, I'm honest. Like, listen, man. I'm not gonna make money today. If I'm like, yo, I know this party isn't gonna make me crazy money, I'll be, hey, listen, it's an off week. I'm sorry. Let me rock out, and they'll do it. You know what I mean? Off the strength alone, because they know on another net we're bringing in 9-10K in clients.
Yeah, I just actually got into, my bad not to cut you off. I just got into an argument with a event planner. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. Don't call me no promoter, call me event planner. But I sent them 3 girls. It was it's a strip club on a Tuesday night, and I'm like, and as a DJ, you know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to like
people out the house.
You know how hard it is to get somebody out on the Tuesday night. So you gotta use all your tools. And I'm like, bro. He's like, nah, they're not bad enough. I'm like, are you trying to get eye candy or are you trying to get pocket candy? Which
you trying to get paid.
Here? Because, you know, we all a team. If they're going to bring guys to come in and throw money at them, I'm pretty sure that's better than having a bad girl up there dancing with nothing on the floor. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, but is this a club or a strip club?
It's a strip club.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
And then what?
We're definitely a team then.
Yeah,
because if the girls get tipped dancing, we're going to get tipped too because they're going to come give us tips for playing their right song. You know?
I feel like as a DJ, like if you're doing your job, everybody's getting money.
Facts.
Because the door guy is putting them at the table, but you're actually making that table last an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Mm-hmm. And guess what? At the end of the day, I've had tables that spent $300K that was supposed to spend 15.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get that extra, thanks for killing it?
Nope.
Nah.
So
you know how that goes.
It's kind of like, hey, waitress, you're good. You just made 30% or 20% of $300,000. Yo.
Take care of the DJ. Does that happen? Do they ever take care of you?
That never happens.
It never happens.
Strip clubs, that happens.
Well, yeah, in the strip clubs it happens.
Look, Marty want to say something.
Y'all ever take care of the DJ when a last minute client walk in and spend 20 G's, 15 G's? We supposed to be there till 4, now we there till 6.
And you guys think that the house, and you don't think that, okay, let me break you guys out on something, okay? Let me explain you guys something you guys don't know about. If the house books a 100K table, and you're a promoter and you're a part of that party, a lot of the times what they do is that they give you a 20% cutoff of that to your bar. So if your total bar was 20 grand, right? And they sold 100K in one table, their idea is that because they are the house and they're the ones who bought that table and it's so big they can't pay you out on it. So you'll get 20% of that added to your bar. So don't ever think that there's anything absolute in this business, because a lot of the times the house or the person who you're working for, the person that he's working for, just cut it out. Cut all that out. Try to work for the source, and then maybe you'll get an extra here and there. You know what I mean? I do it on Christmas. I give out, here, go there. You know, you got to, but it's difficult.
I need a tip from you.
Here we go. Holiday party.
Boss! Marty, come on, man. This guy.
Let's take it to the personal, Phresh. Let's take it to the personal. Talk to me about dating bottle girls, I guess sexual interaction, just the overall, more than just work friends or co-workers.
I mean,
you suggest it, you don't suggest it, have you experienced
I don't suggest it? I stick to the rule, don't ish where you eat, because, all that drama and stories and rumors starts to add up and your paycheck starts to go down. So you don't want anything to do with that.
The shortest, most on-point answer I've ever heard. Literally said everything on point. Because it's so true, it's the rumors, and you're so naive in the beginning, you're like, it's not possible.
I see people, they just get loose. Like some DJs, they show up in the club, they want to talk to the girls, they want to talk to the hostess, the waitress.
Everyone.
They want to just run their mouth nonstop.
See which one gonna play.
You got to just kind of, but you got to kind of just like stick to yourself and remain a mystery. Get your money, do your job, and break out.
That makes your value
higher. Exactly.
It is wild that I never actually, when I do see you come to spin, I always see you just go straight to the DJ booth, do your job, get out.
Yeah, I'm never hanging out.
And I never understood, and I'm like, yo, how you keep getting booked without, and then I'm doing my research, and I'm like, all right, now I know where it stems from. You're like, and I feel like it's a maturation of DJs, when you're 25 to 30 to 33, 30, or whatever it is, you're like, all right, I'm gonna run around, I'm gonna do my thing, and then you're like, all right, let me just do my job and get out.
To be honest, like even then, I never did that.
That wasn't your thing?
It was never my thing, because I always knew psychologically, if you're in the club and you're not working, that means you're not working.
Why are you here?
So people are looking at you like, why are you here? It's Saturday, it's Friday, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? You're not that good if you're here. You know what I mean? And outside of that, it's just, I don't know what it is. I feel like when people feel like they know you, they ask for so much more. So you got to kind of like limit that. Because then it turns into, can you just play for like an extra hour, 2 hours with boys? Remember that time I got you drunk at my table?
But it goes back, I feel like you're at a point in your career where you don't need to ask for favors though. You understand?
You know what it is? It doesn't matter because the game is constantly changing. I think the one thing that you have to do is just stay consistent and reliable. So all that other stuff like networking and all that is cool, it matters, but like if I can't rely on you to get on and I turn my back and walk out the club and everything's okay, then it's not really worth having you on. You know what I mean?
100%. Work alone sometimes is better. Work with a team when you need to. You gotta do both, Dot. You gotta do both, man. You gotta have your own brand and you gotta have the brand that you affiliate with. You understand?
Facts.
And I think that when you have people working under you, you gotta let them brand as well. Meaning, yes, you work for Jason, but I also like the fact when I see like my guys go out there and like, all right, they create a nice screen name, they create a nice little edgy, I want to see like, also going back to like what DJs is, when you're branding, and I feel like when you guys put on to the youth, you don't tell them that. You don't tell them that, hey, limit the amount of content you put out there. Don't just put out everything. You know what I'm saying? And these DJs just put out a snippet of basically everything. You know what I mean? And you're not ready for that. Not everything you do is worth putting out, especially in the beginning. And I think that once these guys brand the right way, which we're starting to see, which we kind of hate. Talk to me about DJs that are branded well but can't spin. And tell me about just branded well. Just push well.
Wow.
I'm going to drop everything because I just heard this happen last week.
Yeah. You got 60 seconds too.
I seen a whole
60 seconds before sponsorship. Go.
If you don't go, I'll go.
You go.
He's like, I don't want to.
You got me stammering, bro. I don't even want to take that hit.
I don't want to say no names.
Alright, man. I'm the booker. I'm gonna talk about it.
We got Paulie D.
Okay. Wow. Shots.
I don't know twin girl DJ duo.
Wow,
Whoever's
shots.
DJing topless. Whoever's DJing topless.
Pretty much.
No problem against any girl that's doing that.
Close your eyes during Fashion Week and point them.
20 seconds of
DJ
sponsorship.
group just picked their new DJs out of the hat.
There you go.
Wow.
Look, I was
So
at,
not
I was
a
at
lot of
meeting,
love,
right?
Phresh. Not a lot of love.
Heard another radio station pick their names out of a hat too.
I was at a meeting, right, with a client, and they were booking me for a gig. And they said, "Do you know DJ?"
So
I
and so.
said, "Yeah, I don't know them personally, but I heard of him or whatever." She said, "She's so expensive and she's so horrible." And I'm like, "Didn't 5 minutes ago you trying to negotiate my price down?"
and oh my,
And it's just kind of like, all right, so like, why are you still enabling that right now? What up, it's Phresh. I'm chilling with Jason Experience at the Industry Talk Radio. Weighing in more than the scale can possibly weigh me in at. Kind of heavy, feel me?
My brother, thank you, beloved, for coming
Yeah,
and blessing the
me,
show.
brother.
I appreciate you. So you from the BX, a little
sir.
neighborhood I'm familiar with,
South Bronx.
a little borough I'm familiar with a little bit.
My Haven section, you know.
My guy,
Representing,
BX all day.
you know.
So when you started this, private events, uptown parties, midtown parties, downtown parties.
Yo, uptown parties, I was dragging my milk crates through the streets with do-rags. That's how real it was in the beginning.
Dang. So who gave you your break? Who put you on?
You know what? Another DJ. I feel like that's always the case with this industry. It's always another DJ. It's one of your boys that like cracked the code and put me on. So, man, the first one was this DJ Sabo. He got me my first gig at this spot called Bowery Bar.
Okay.
Bowery Bar it's still there. It's been there forever.
It's Bronx Bowery. No,
No, Bowery Bar downtown. Like,
yeah,
Bowery.
okay.
Like on Bowery and 4th or something like that.
Okay.
And that's when I learned my first lesson about don't bring your friends to your clubs or whatever.
Yeah, I've been there way too many times, brother.
I literally had like 10 friends.
To carry the crates.
Like, yeah, to carry the crates.
Facts.
And then they just had one too many, and all of a sudden a brawl broke out.
Oh.
This is like in 2004, so you know I never did the entourage thing again.
Right.
I let
Bro.
that rest. But then after that, I actually got put on with Upstairs, which is a spot that Danny A opened. He was a partner in Marty or whatnot.
Okay.
And yeah, that was by DJ Mode or whatever. So. And Mode kind of like stepped off from the clubs and started doing just private events like Nike and
Right.
you know
Just
like
making that
US
big
Soaping and
money.
yeah, just hiding from everybody else.
Chainsmokers, Jesse Marco.
We had the all-star
Jusky.
squad. If you were killing it in New York City, it was on 4 a.m.
Right.
There was no doubt about that.
Who else? Prince was on there. Right? No, Price.
Nah, we had Price.
My bad, Price.
Prince.
Pardon. My
I'm
bad.
pretty sure Prince was definitely not 4
Prince,
a.m.
my bad.
Even though I think they would. I think that would have been the tipping point for you
That
guys.
would have been a great look.
I know you guys doing pretty well, but I know the tipping point would have been to have Prince
Nah,
on
we
there.
had a lot of dudes, a lot of heads.
Yeah, no, it was definitely gang. I mean, so who put you on at 4 a.m.? I mean, obviously your talent.
Oh, you know what it was is that when I started doing that gig for Upstairs, one of their clients kept showing up at the club like nonstop for like 17 weeks in a row. I'm like, what's up with this guy? Like he's like, yo, Phresh is here. Is he here? Is he here? I'm like, so one day I had to cancel to do another gig because you know I was getting paid more.
Right.
And the club manager was not having it. He was just like, he didn't want to tell me why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I found out that like this guy was spending like 10, 15 grand every weekend just to come hear me play.
Yeah.
Like the whole summer.
Wow.
So that one day that I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to do the other gig and then I'm going to show up here. The guy comes up to me and says, yo, thanks, man. I'm so happy that you're here.
Secret's out.
And the secret's out. And he tells me all this stuff and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Why am I not getting paid more?
Especially. Well, let's jump into that. Let's jump into
But check
pay.
this out. So that guy, he actually ended up being good friends with one of the founders of 4 a.m.
Uh-huh.
So at that point, that guy was working at One Oak as the marketing director. So when he started 4 a.m., he was already helping me out with gigs. Because
Right.
homie over here was like, this guy needs to be on. And then that was it. It was history.
Got you. So, but this is when residencies were really residencies in New York. Like,
Yeah,
you were there
it's
every
like-
Friday. or every Saturday. Like I feel like the residency has like disappeared almost. Like
you know what killed that? I was actually kind of there. There was a spot called Morgan's Bar that I used to work at, and there was a DJ there that I guess he got fired. But because it's a residency and you have to show up at the spot every day at a certain time, they want you to dress a certain way, he tried to file for unemployment. So Morgan's Hotel Group got fined like $30,000.
Wow.
So from that day on, changed the game.
It was a dub. Yeah.
So you have to be a freelancer. You have to have an LLC to do that.
I never even knew that.
That's why.
Dude, every week we have stories up here, and I'm just flabbergasted by how little I know, and I think that it just humbles this whole concept. It's crazy the amount of knowledge that DJs and people that have been in this business know. You know?
I mean, you can't teach this stuff. I mean, this isn't the stuff that you can buy that they sell you at Sam Ash or Guitar Center with your controller. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, there's no handbook.
This is all stuff that you need to learn with age, you know, and you need to like learn proper etiquette. You know what I mean? Because like we walked into a spot last week, Jason and I. And this DJ was hounding him, yo. Like I thought he dead charged at him, son. Like,
I've had that happen too. It's just crazy.
What is really good, like?
Cause it's like someone told him, "Hey, you're gonna get respect for being hungry."
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, you gotta kind of finesse it. You have to be the guy that's cool, but at the same time still hungry.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta be chill.
That balance is so hard to attain.
It really is. It's almost like bagging shorties, I think.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Yo, everything with you comes back to bagging shorties, and I think because you married now, you just miss bagging shorties. I think that's just what it is.
If you're good at
everything about DJing is all about like a relationship with a woman.
Okay, so break that down. Get Ray Charles.
When you make a mixtape, it's all about appealing to the ladies. All the mixtape kings were appealing to the ladies.
Okay.
If you got the ladies, you got the guys, because the guys are spending money on the drinks.
Facts.
I mean, now it's different, you know what I mean? But like,
now it might be a little different. But 2018.
That's always the premise, that like guys will say and agree to anything
yeah.
if the girls are about it. You know what I mean?
Anymore?
Most promoters, right? They want a lot of girls to show up, right? A lot of hot girls. If you're the guy that appeals to all the girls because of your music, all the girls show up.
No, I agree with that, but I don't think there's a connection between females coming to clubs and DJs in New York City. I think that's a very, 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 very false point. I don't think there's no. I think that I can put on Chachi, Phresh. I one time put on a bill, literally, Toro, LB1, Marty Play, and Ammo on a card, and nobody knew the difference.
Yeah,
like,
but that's now is like a different situation.
My point is, like, the girls don't follow they follow the promoter now. You know what I mean? Yeah. The DJ's helping the house so much more than it's helping bring females into the club, which as I said, you guys play an extremely important role by keeping that bar open, keeping the people on the dance floor, keeping the girls on the dance floor. But my job is to bring them in the building. Your job is to keep them there.
Think about it.
Our job is to create revenue.
By keeping them there.
Right. If you brought the girls there and I just started playing MOP for like 6 hours, the girls
wouldn't have fun. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're there to keep them there. You are there to keep them there.
It's like it's just like you just have to know as a DJ that your foremost appeal has to be for the ladies. Not too much for the ladies, but
I know what you're talking about. You're saying the music that you're playing specifically.
What you're doing is for women.
Right.
We always come back to women on this show. No matter what, we always come back to women on this show.
That's what it is. They run it without really,
Yep.
So 04, you get your start downtown, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that you were straight vinyl?
Yeah, straight vinyl.
Yeah, because Serato came out in 05, correct?
Yeah, and then in 06, that's when I was doing upstairs with Serato.
Oh, so you didn't go right to Serato when it came out?
No, I was doing vinyl, and then I had Final Scratch, which is
horrible. Now it's Tractor. Final Scratch is Tractor now.
But it was trash.
Right.
Trash in the beginning. And then now Serato, so. Yeah.
Right, okay, so that's 06, we're on Serato, we're doing, now are you at Marquee at this point?
Yeah, that year, 06, I just went crazy.
Yeah.
Literally, it was, this guy said, listen, you should mess with this guy. And from that point on, we just hit up every club.
Yo, for real,
and it was personal relationships.
Son, stories like this really make me push harder. Like, for real, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not an Abercrombie model.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty.
Nah, I don't know.
But I'm not.
You married, okay? Let the viewers listen, man.
But listen, man, I'm all passion, hard work, and dedication. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And this really makes me, like, people tell me all the time, like, yo, nobody cares about wordplay, nobody cares about scratch, and nobody cares. And to me, it's like, well, I care about it because if I'm charging you so much, to book me, what makes me different than every other person that's charging that much?
It's kind of like this though. It's just you could be the dopest DJ ever and never have a gig. But what people need to understand is that it's about having the opportunity and being prepared for it. It's like Jordan, I think he said that you gotta just constantly train.
To be ready for any opportunity that comes to you.
So my whole deal was that people open doors all the time. They open doors for other people all the time. But can you keep that door open?
Right.
You have to kick the door open, and that's when you become someone that people know.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Let's get to the final question. I do want to talk to you about this. DJing drunk, DJing smoky. What do you prefer? What's your take on this whole? I know what you prefer, but tell the people what you prefer.
I mean, actually, I don't prefer either. You think you know?
You see, they only tell you what they want to tell you.
No, seriously. So like, people get upset because I actually don't drink when I DJ.
Yeah, you don't.
And I don't really like. I don't want to be on edibles either. If you see me on an edible or something like that, it's
been a rough day.
It's just me hanging out somewhere. I'm not really DJing.
I'm not. I think that in general, in being in nightlife, you're gonna like want to either. For me at least, sometimes I don't want to drink. I'll smoke for the night, whatever it is.
I take DJing so seriously that I just don't want to be in a space where I can't like focus. You know what I mean? I did it one time and it was like, I'm trying to spin and I felt like I was moving slow and everybody's telling me, why are you moving so fast? You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
So for me, that's a nightmare.
I have a better question. What's your favorite edible story? I'll tell you this much. I will have a better one no matter what you say.
No way.
I'll tell you.
No way.
All right, we'll run through everybody and then we'll get to the music. We got to get to the music at some point.
I never had an edible before. I had an edible. I ate it. And the first time you get that, is it working?
Yep.
It's not working. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
And then you just go in, you go ham. And I ate the whole edible. Next thing you know, I'm sitting in my apartment and I'm like hearing stuff. And I'm like, what's that noise? What's that sound? Oh shit, I'm hearing things now. And it was really that I was hearing the neighbors through the radiator from downstairs. You know what I mean?
Also was in the apartment.
But I was tweaking out. So then it got to a point where like then the high gets so intense that now you get the munchies. But I got like whatever's after the munchies and I didn't have anything in the crib except bran cereal.
Raisin bran?
Now I'm sitting in just regular bran cereal, no raisins.
Like no sugar,
no
nothing.
Sugar, just sitting there in the corner
Those
eating bran
the Costco, not
Literally,
Honey Nut Cheerios, but regular Cheerios.
No frills bran cereal to the point where like my stomach was just like, yo, you're not going to the bathroom for the next week.
And those cereals you gotta drink mad water too because they're mad like they're not
That's
like.
what I'm telling you, bran will stop you up.
Alright.
So there's no worse story as far as I'm concerned, unless you wanted like in a
Let's see
dumpster
yours.
inside.
Alright, Marty, talk to me.
Yo, I'm an AC with DJ Yanni, opening for Yanni, right?
Okay.
We pop an edible, right?
Yeah.
So my man was like, yo, take 2, because you're kind of big. Take another one. I was like, all right. I take another one. Boom. So I'm like, yo, I thought I was gonna like go down feeling nice already. Pause.
Yeah.
To the venue.
You know what I mean?
Actually, you got tickets to give away.
No, I did it on purpose. You good?
So I'm there. I'm DJing. I don't feel nothing. Yanni comes down. It's like 12:30. He comes down. I'm rocking. Yo, all of a sudden the edibles hit me with the Hayuki. Yo, to the chin. Pause. Yo, I'm spinning and I'm like, everything just like, remember when the sidekicks used to die? They used to be like,
Yeah.
That's how everything hit me. And I'm just there and I'm like, yo. Like, yo, at one time I stopped and I looked at the crowd and I'm like, Yanni, they know. He was like, what? I'm like, they know, B, they know. Like, yo, I'm bugging in the booth.
Paranoia.
I'm like, yo, they know, B, they know. He's like, what? B, what's wrong with you? What they know? Like, you got the runs? I'm like, nah, yo, they know I took something, yo. And he's like, yo, what is wrong with you, B? I'm like,
I can see.
Listen, not for nothing. It wasn't an edible. Somebody offered me a drink in the Hamptons once.
Oh, you got roofied.
And I got roofied or whatever. I don't know what it was. I just know all of a sudden I'm spinning, I'm hyped, and then everything just went into like slow motion. And I hear myself say, yo, you're tired. You should sit down. I swear, up and down. I was like, why am I hearing Why am I talking? Why am I telling myself what to do?
Oh my! You commentate. You commentate everything.
Literally was commenting on myself,
Yep.
right? I walk out, and I'm like, nah, I gotta get out of here. Something's wrong. I don't even remember if there was another DJ or whatever. I put a mix. I just walked out like crazy. And my whole thing was like, you gotta get to the bathroom, because if you use the bathroom, you're straight. I go to the urinal. Next thing you know, spaceship. Out of my mind.
Way worse.
At that point, it's way worse. I'm running to the bar saying, I need water. Can you give me water? Now, you know how bars are, like, in the Hamptons or whatever, in a crowded club.
$12.
Everybody's looking at you like you're speaking another language.
Facts, though.
And I'm just like, water, give me water right now. Like, I'm dying. Give me water. Yo, this person turns around and gives me like a 6-ounce bottle of like $20 water. I'm like,
Voss.
I said, no, water. Like, next thing you know, and I swear, I don't know what it was. It had to be drugs. I felt like a breeze, but the breeze was like a laser focused breeze. I followed that breeze all the way to the back of the restaurant, ended up sitting by an exit door that had like a crack in it. And I was like, ah, feels so good, right? Bar back comes, saves the day, gives me like a ton of water, says, yo, why don't you go to your car, take a nap, right? I go to the car to take a nap. One of the girls that we came with was sleeping in the car because she got drugged.
That's hilarious.
So now the car's full of people that got drugged.
That beat my edible story.
Nah, let me give you guys my story. Ready?
Never again. I don't like
This is my story. All right, so we're going to the movie. We used to have this thing on Wednesdays. We used to go to the movies. I used to encourage my whole team to go. Instead of going out one night a week, let's not be degenerates and just go to the movies and just be sober. So we had this idea, obviously, to take edibles, and all that. We took one, and this is one of the funniest stories of my life. So we walk into this movie, and funny thing is, the girl who works in the movie theater, she follows me on Snapchat. So she hits me up, she's like, hey, I saw you guys in the movies. Don't go to the desk. Just come by me. I'll let you guys in. Yeah. We're baked. Like, all right, let's do it. No problem. So I walk right in, I grab 3D glasses and go to the movies. Boom.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's going to get great. It's going to get great. It's going to get great. So we're sitting in this movie, right? Bro, I'm serious. It's me and Subi. Shout out to Sublo, man. That's my little brother. We're sitting there, me and him, watching the movie. And we got our little 3D glasses on, right? 30 minutes into the movie, this kid looked at me dead in the face and goes, and if anybody knows Subi, he speaks mad loud, like really loud. He looks at me and goes, yo, they mad stupid, man. They're not wearing their glasses. How can they see? It's just 30 minutes in, and I look back and I go, yeah, man, I don't understand either. I'm trying to figure it out.
That's that big
So like 5 minutes after, we're like, now we're just high as shit. And we're like, all right, whatever. It is what it is. We're just watching the movie. We're the only people that understand the movie, apparently. 45 minutes in, I look at him, I'm like, yo, man, it's kind of getting dark. He's like, yeah, man, it's kind of getting dark. Out of nowhere, you hear like a guy in the back, like literally in the back of the movie theater, literally scream. 1, stop talking. 2, it's not a 3D movie, bro. Bro, we just got up and we just walked out. He's just like, he's gonna take the L, go home, go to sleep, and call it a day, man. Anyways, that's my edible story. That's my edible story for you guys, man. Shout out to Subi, shout out to all the guys tuned in, Aaron, E-Man, Beat Breaker on the 1-2s. Not on the 1-2s, but he's going to be on there later on tonight. Getting better. I see you, all the guys on my live. Everybody tuned in. We're going to get back to this music.
You are now rocking with the Jason Experience on Nonfiction Radio 95.9.